Hey guys, so I'm still kind of trying to figure out how to get the startup music to just kind of fade in and out, but I'll get that figured out at some point. So today, what I'm going to be doing is placing more of the pillars, just because I want some support in here, fill in these little corner gaps that we have, like this one right here. And then we're going to just kind of size them and make sure that they're all correct. And we're actually going to be starting with this pillar over here, just because I still have yet to put the texture on it. It still thinks it's made of jade. You know, all that fun stuff. So, let's go ahead and get in here. And let's see where it went. Oh, that's the archway. Now I know I saved it in here, so why it's not here, not quite sure. Let's see. Okay, so there's that. Let's get out of the props over here. I may have mentioned this once before, but when you're working with a repository browser, it's important to make sure that everything matches up. So if I'm going from Dwarven City Assets here, Dwarven City Assets has to be in a folder called World, which it is, and then World has to be within Ouroboros Sickle, which is here, which was the original code name for the game that we're working on. Project Ouroboros was originally called Ouroboros Sickle, but the more, I kid you not, the more I said the words Ouroboros Sickle, the more I hate the name. Couldn't tell you why, I just don't like it. There it is. Gigantic pain in my rear that it is. There we go. Yay! There she is. Oh, okay. Cool. It's fine. Never mind. So, we are going to get around to making sure that these are all the correct size. I swear, I just haven't had a whole lot of time. Unfortunately, I do have a day job. The good news is that I am going to be posting this video on Reddit to kind of prove that I am, in fact, working on a video game. I have been doing all of this work. I'm going to be posting it in the IMA section under the tagline FT Entertainment, which, just to kind of show it, here's me all logged in under FT Entertainment, and here's the post that I'm going to be making as soon as this video is done and uploaded. So we need to try and get this video done fairly quickly, just to make sure that everything uploads before I have to leave and go to my day job. Day jobs suck. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to size this so that it's level with the adjoining block. And then we're just going to raise up a little bit. Now is this, I don't know if this is necessarily correct. It looks a little high to me. Just a little bit. Okay. Alright, cool. And I swear I'm going to fill that with water. I'm just not going to be doing it right now. Let's move this over here. And just slide it nice and evenly. Oh! Well, we can delete that one. And the two over there. By the bridge. and the other one in the corner over there. We actually need to put one on either side of here, too. So let's do that real quick. As long as I'm already over here on this side. Yeah, I didn't really center that, did I? I really should have. Oh well. Okay. And no, I haven't done the one-off texture for the bridges yet, but I will get to it. Right now I'm more, I guess I'm more focused on just getting everything laid out at the moment before I start tweaking shapes and colors and all of that. There we go. That works. Let's get your texture on you. And we're just going to do the texture for the other two as well. Because I think that that's going to be easier than manually moving each and every one of these back into place. So when I say I'm looking for volunteers, one of the questions that I keep seem to getting, I swear I can speak. One of the questions I keep seeming to get, there we go, is, well, don't you have to have a degree to do that? Or don't you want to make sure that you have somebody with a degree? To be perfectly honest, I don't really care about degrees. I don't. I don't have a degree. It would be hypocritical of me to ask that you have a degree when I don't have a degree. What I want is talent. It's really the long and short of it. If you have talent, and if you have a portfolio, if you can draw really well. I have a friend who, right out of high school, got a job with Disney because his artwork was amazing. And I kid you not, I actually, before I decided to write a novel, I actually was going to make a comic book of the story that I ended up writing. And one of the things that ended up happening was when I was in high school, I drew probably the worst possible rendition of this character that is the lead of the story. And this guy that I went to high school with, on the whiteboard, drew his own version of it, and I was pretty well inspired. Made me feel like, you really don't have to have, what people always tell you you have to have for a career. If you have the talent, that's really all that matters. That's what they call it, equivalent experience. I'm all about equivalent experience. Now, if you have a degree, great. I'm not going to shun you for it. Good on you for actually getting through college. I get bored. I really do. I can't help it. Let's see what the height on this is. That's all physics. Don't care about that. Hidden, no. Viewability, roll the map, yes. Physics shape, default shape, yes. I'm really gonna have to look up what all of these numbers mean. Because so far the only one that I know is the rotate, which is this one. Position. Not really quite sure what that means yet. So, like I said, I'm not formally trained. I'm still learning Hero Engine. I've only had the license for this since last September. But we've done quite a bit, and I've done a lot of learning since last September to try and figure out how to get all this done. You. Pillar. Just realized that I forgot to grab you. Yeah. I got busy talking. So anyway, I am going to be posting this to Reddit, and then as soon as because I've only been up for about 2 hours. It's 10:45. I got up about 8:30 this morning. Whoa! No. We want you over here. Well, you know what? As long as we're over here, let's go ahead and place a pillar here, shall we? Just for fun. Again, we don't want empty holes all over the place. And this way, these are 2 that I don't have to do later. Because we did them now. Just gonna slid them there the way they need to go. Slide down. There you go. Not too far, but there you go. Alright. And I do have a bit of a cold, so I apologize for sniffling in your ear. And I apologize for not putting up a build video yesterday. For anybody who isn't up on the count, this should be video 19. I was going to do one yesterday, but I was kind of distracted yesterday. And to be honest, after the time switch here in California, we did that whole leap forward crap. And I ended up sleeping until about 12:30, which is unusual for me. And I'd been up until about, I want to say 3, 4 a.m. the night before, just planning. So, one of the things that I was planning is there's a dynamic system that's coming out that we'll be going over fairly soon, as soon as I figure out how to get it programmed. And I'm going to be doing it over here, which I need to resize those stones here in Blender. And this is open because I'm going to be doing a torch that we're going to be putting on the walls pretty soon. So they'll go along here, because you notice we don't have windows. This is Dwarven City. The part of the lore of this is that this was all once a cave. I'm going to do my best to try and make it look like a cave, or look like it was once a cave. But the whole premise of this area is that the majority of the mountain just kind of slid away into the sea, which is on the other side of one of these mountains. Let me see. If that's north, that would mean over there. So the sea is going to be that way. Just had to get my bearings there for a second. I don't know that I'm going to make the sea accessible from this area. You will be able to get to the other area, though. I'm just not going to tell you how. But it is in the cards. This is something that we have planned and have a pretty good idea of how we want to do. Control D, slide over here. Cool. And then we got another one that we got to put over here. But there you have it. We are going to be doing a dynamic system, and it's something that I had to look up on the Hero Engine forums how to do. I had to ask for help, which I'm not above doing. I am above begging, but I'm not above asking for help. I don't beg very well. It's not in my nature. So, but anyway, so let's get these pillars into place. And now, I do have a couple reasons for doing these videos. One, he's kind of like a nephew now. You know, they say that you have three kinds of family. Family you're born into, you know, extended family, and the family you choose. And this is kind of one of those things where, you know, him and his have become like family to me over the years. And so he's kind of like a nephew to me. And he's thinking about going into game design. And one of the reasons why I'm doing these videos is because he wanted to shadow me, but to be perfectly honest, he'll learn just as much from these videos as he would. Here, let's go back a little bit. He'll learn just as much from these videos as he would just kind of watching me on the HD TV that I have. And to be honest, I wouldn't want him to get bored. This way he can also just kind of watch the videos and pause them when he needs to. And he can see all of the work that goes into this. The other reason is because it keeps me honest. It lets me know, you know, it reminds me, this is how much work you got done this day, this is how much work you got done this day, this is what you still need to do, you need to get better at being on camera, you know, so that sort of thing. That, and, you know, I feel like it kind of helps me to connect with my players. And if I see something while I'm doing these videos, or even if I go back and watch one of the videos, and I see something that maybe I didn't notice before, you know, it's just one more way to check on what I'm doing. If you guys see anything that maybe I should have done, that I didn't, please, by all means, let me know. I encourage comments. I did post a sword on Facebook yesterday, on the Facebook page, which I'm going to go ahead and link to this video on YouTube. And I think I'll probably post a link to it on the Reddit post that I'm going to be doing later today. And it was basically just a little level 5 sword, one of the basic weapons that we're going to have, and it has this nice sawtooth blade that has a rusted edge. And I did get a compliment on it last night at about 2 a.m. or so. I'm up really late, so I was up when it came in. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, point being, I was up when it came in, and I did get a compliment. I was very proud of myself that I did that, and that somebody liked it. I'm not sure if it's going to stay a level 5. That level might go up for the weapon. It isn't uploaded to the server, or I would just show it to you, but... Actually, I can probably open a picture file over here. This is the texture file for it. Let's go over here. Where'd it go? There it is. So, that's the picture that I was showing off on Facebook. It's actually incredibly low resolution, but there it is in all its glory. If I can close that out. No. Alright, let me see. Where else do we need a pillar? So, we're not just going to be placing pillars today. I'm actually going to... Well, to be honest, I'm kind of winging this one. I knew that I wanted to put the pillars up today, but beyond that I hadn't really thought out exactly what I wanted to do because I have so much work I need to get done. And to be honest, you know, when you're doing the work of an entire development team, you know, with the exception of sound design and stuff like that, it can be a little overwhelming. Just a little bit. I forgot, I have a lot of these little corner pieces here that I need to fill in. Alright, let's go over here. Oh, the throne room's gonna be fun. I have a plan for the throne room, and there's a special pillar that I still have to make specifically for the throne room, because the throne room doesn't, unlike this hallway here, actually the hallway is probably going to go up 2 floors like this, so it's going to be nice and open, but there's going to be a wall here. The ceiling will be about here, I want to say. And of course, I still haven't uploaded this stairwell. See what I mean? You get overwhelmed, you forget to do things. But anyway, the texture files for the stairs are done. At least. I can at least say that much. The texture files for the stairs are done. I just need to apply them and get them uploaded. But, yeah, so this is going to go up 2 floors. This room is actually going to go up to about where the top of this mountain is. The throne room is. And you're going to have your guards here, and there's actually going to be 2 doors here that'll swing closed behind you. And this will become an instance. I won't say why or how, but you'll have to figure it out. But there is a reason for it. And I actually am really looking forward to animating that instance. We're not there yet, though. I'm looking forward to doing a lot of things, like actually play this game. And I'm not just talking as a game master, I'm talking as, like, I want to have my own account and play from level 1 like everybody else. Because I figure if I can keep my attention on an MMO for longer than 2 weeks, then I did pretty good. And to be honest, it's kind of why I want... It's just another reason why I want a team as well, because I kind of want people to start putting things together so that I'm not the one putting everything where it goes. That way I don't know every little detail. And it'd just be like playing Final Fantasy VII or something, which I've played to death. Great game, don't get me wrong, but you know where everything is and how to level up super quickly, and when you can get to level 99 and have all of the mastered materia in less than 72 hours, that's a problem. And yes, that actually can be done. It can be done in 3 hours of game time. I've had people tell me no it can't, and I assure you, yes it can, because I'm not the only person who's done it. You play anything enough, you eventually know all the little tricks and where everything is and how to do it. There are a couple unconfirmed rumors, though, about Final Fantasy VII that I think everybody, including myself, just figures is a little April Fool's gag that somebody posted in a game magazine one time. I did find it interesting that Squaresoft left the data for Sephiroth in as a playable character in the remainder of the code for Final Fantasy VII. They didn't just take that out, because you only get to play as him once in the game. there is a game shardcode to play as Sephiroth, but it glitches out the game terribly. It's kind of like having Missing No in Pokemon, where he doesn't actually show up, and he takes the place of whichever character you put him in, whichever character slot. You don't actually get to see him running around, but the data is there to put him in the party, but he just doesn't show up. But his name is there and everything else. Really interesting. Broken code, I guess. Okay, so we need to get rid of a couple of these. We'll get rid of 3 on that end. Delete. And 3 on this end, and delete. And that ought to be more than enough to hold the pillar. Okay, slide it over there. We'll go into the play instance pretty soon and check all these. That's usually how I find the little mistakes. But again, I am going to be posting a thing on Reddit later today for anybody who is interested in volunteering. And there is actually one major requirement other than talent. You have to have talent in what it is you want to do if you're going to volunteer. So if you are a concept artist, you got to be able to draw. If you are a 3D modeler, you got to be able to work in either Blender or Maya 2013. Whoops. If you are a HeroScript, if you know HeroScript, I'd like to see some of your code before I unleash you in my server, as it were. Not to be a snob about it or anything, of course, but you know, I don't want anything to break for the players. Wow, how many are just sitting one on top of the other in there? Sorry, just moving these handrails so that they're sitting in the right spots. I really don't like how many of those are just piled on top of one another. Damn, that's 3 that were sitting on top of each other that I have to delete. Delete. Alright, so only 2 that time. Jeez, how did I mess that up? Did I duplicate them and forget to move them? I probably did. I haven't had a chance to rewatch the video where I put these in. Alright. Your turn. Slide you back a little bit so you're centered on there. Delete. Delete. Center. Delete. Good gravy. Well, you know, if you're gonna mess it up, go big or go home, I suppose. But yeesh. Alright. is our actual kind of go that way. Anyway, delete. Good. Bless it. Dude. Thank you. It didn't want to die. Well, I can't say that I blame it. I wouldn't want to either, but that's not the point. Look at you. Pain in my keister. Thank you. And I'm really trying to cut back on my cussing. I assure you. Not like this is a kid's show or anything, but it's all the same. I don't want to offend nobody. It's really not high on my list of priorities. So, anyway. Yeah, we've only got a couple more minutes, guys. So I'm going to be cutting this video pretty soon and getting it uploaded to YouTube and then posting it to Reddit. So I will see you guys next time. And as soon as we have the piece of music that I'm going to be using as my exit music, I will start playing that. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a good Monday, and yeah, that's about it. Bye, guys.